friends. Happy Saturday. Oh, I see Liz. Hi, friends. Thank you for joining. Happy Saturday. Happy Pilates Day. Hi, Liz.
Hey,
How are you today?
good. How are you?
I'm good. It's beautiful and sunny in New York.
Yes, I appreciate everyone joining since it's so nice outside.
It's so nice. I know. I can't wait to go upstairs to the roof later. Today is Pilates Day. So, yay. Thank you for joining.
Ciao.
And also, since it's May, Liz has put together a really fun playlist for us. Obviously, in sync because it's gonna be May. I don't know if
Yes.
you can hear it.
Can you hear it?
I can't really.
There will be a lot of in sync. Maybe
Okay.
this is better.
It's a throwback. Throwback for all us late 80s, 90s babies.
This is better.
Perfect. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. So, all you need today is a mat. If you don't have a mat, a towel is also great. I think I moved my mat back because the split screen brings it back. I don't even know if you can see it. I have to move the camera back. Hold on. I don't need to move that back. Shoot. Move this out of the way. There you go. I think it's a bit better. You can see me. So I've actually padded my mat because it's a little hard on the ground. You know, you want something that's relaxing and comfortable. I think it's better there.
Yeah,
That's better, right? Cool. Okay. So thank you for joining. Let's go ahead and find ourselves on our mat. We're going to start a little different this time. You know, usually relying on our back when we start. We're going to start today on all fours in quadruped position. Liz, can you hear me from there?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, perfect. I don't know if I can hear you. I need to turn my volume up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Perfect. So we're going to find ourselves on all fours like this. You want to find a nice neutral back. Your knees are going to be directly underneath your hips. Your wrists are going to be directly underneath your shoulders. Nice and long, really pressing into that floor. We're just going to find some breath work here. So gazing towards the mat, finding length through your spine. Just take a couple breaths, maybe softening that gaze. When you inhale, I want you to keep drawing that drawing that belly button towards your spine. So it's gravity is against us right now. You don't want to let the belly hang. You want to really cinch it in. So keep breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. Every time you breathe in, I want you to imagine there's a belt around your waist or a corset. Really breathing in, belly button to spine. Breathing laterally from left to right side of the room. Take 3 breaths here. Inhale. And exhale everything out. A little guest here. And exhale. One last breath. Feeling that 3-dimensional breath, really sending that breath through your back towards the ceiling. And then we're going to get into some cat-cows here since we've probably all been working from home on the couch. So finding, like Nellie is doing here, a cat here, gazing towards your thigh, finding that round back, and then come down to a cow, pointing those sits bones towards the back of the room, a bowl shape of your spine, gazing up towards the ceiling, and then coming back down to a cat, rounding that upper spine. Going into that cow. Let's take one more before we find that neutral spine. That one remains drawn in. Now I'm going to need you to shove up. She loves doing Pilates. Okay, now we're going to get into some bird dogs. So you can keep your legs on the mat if you like. We're just going to start by extending the right arm out in front of you and then bring it back down. Then let's go ahead and bring that left arm out nice and straight, finding length through those fingertips. Let's go again to the right hand. So nothing else moves. You're just really just planting that hand down and bring it back up. Keep that belly button drawn in. Let's go extend those legs behind us. So leg comes out nice and straight, pointing to that toe. Bring it back in underneath you. Again, making sure you're cinching the ribs in. Let's go ahead and do the other side. This is just to help you find some balance before we start to bring in some opposition. Other side. Nice. Now we're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg. So we're going to bring the right arm up with the left leg and bring it down. And let's go for the other side. Let's just go ahead and take 5 of these at your own pace. If you want an advancement, you could always bring your knees to a hover. So tucking those toes up, hover those knees out, but you want to make sure you keep that 90-degree angle. So bring it up, opposite arm, opposite leg, bring it back down. Opposite arm, and down. Keep it nice and controlled. Again, it's always an option to come down to your knees. So let's go for 4. Finding length, really pressing the palm into the floor. 3. We have 2. Make sure to keep a nice flat back. And final 1. Keep yourself nice and long. We're just going to draw everything out an inch. So everything out an inch and back to midline. Out an inch and back to midline. For 6, 5, 4, 3. You should feel that glute med firing up. 2, and 1. Bring that back in. Let's go ahead and do the other side. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Bring that back down. Now we've just got one more variation here. We're going to bring the opposite knee to opposite elbow. So keeping your supported hand, your left hand on the ground, bring that right arm out, that left leg out, and let's just bring everything in. So you can either do this with keeping a neutral back or finding some flexion. You can flex, your nose can come in with it as well, but you really want to keep those hips nice and level. Let's just go for 5. And thrown in. 4. Point through that toe. Last 3. This is 2. And 1. Let's go ahead and do the other side. So left hand and right leg. Bring everything in. We have 5. Finding length for 4. Last 3. This is 2. And last 1. Nice. So I'll pass it over to Liz since we're all warmed up now.
Yeah, so that was awesome, Tiff. I already feel very fired up. Let's come up on our knees right here. And just go ahead and take a moment, take a nice inhale, exhale. We're going to take our hands behind our head, or if that feels uncomfortable, you can always take them to your hips and come up to a high kneel. From here, you're slowly going to control to a little hover, so your butt's going to be a little bit off of your feet, and your core is going to be 45 degrees at an angle, so head will be to the wall. You'll come back up. So we're just going to go into a kneeling hip hinge like this, slowly controlling, and as you come down, you want your core to be a 45-degree angle. And as you can see, Tiff's already taken that progression here, so if you want to add more challenge, you can keep your arms out in front of you for more weight, or you can just stay like this, both are hard, and just really feel your core controlling to hold at that 45-degree angle each time you come down, just hovering right above your feet. So yeah, a lot of instinct in this playlist here.
I love it.
Gotta be me. And if you want to add some arms today, as you slowly come down, just extend it to sort of a tray and come back up. So really feel that tightness in your arms, so you're squeezing with your core, serving that tray out. And if you've taken Reformer with us, this is kind of like what we do on the machine, but we can use our resistance and our body weight to create it just as effectively here. Cool. So just keep warming it up here, slow and control. The key is to go nice and slow, because if you kind of go fast, you lose that control of your muscles. So you want to go nice and slow, and control just like Tiff. We have about 4 more like this, and we're gonna hold at that hover with our body in a 45 degrees, isolating. So we have 2 more like this. And on this one, let's hold it out to 45 degrees. You can keep your arms out in front of you. You can keep your hands behind your head. You're gonna slowly use your core to rotate 45 degrees to the right. Slowly rotate to look towards the center, and then rotate to the left.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we're really firing up those obliques here. Again, if you want your arms out straight, that'll be the heaviest lever for you today. Slowly rotating to each side. And you can always just bring your hands back here if nothing's really working. So many options where you can put your hands today. You can also cross them in front of you like a mummy. Just slowly rotating from side to side here. Good. We'll do about 2 more on each side here, using those abs to really control. It's almost like a modified plank. Good job, guys. We'll do 2 more. And last one. Go ahead and sit back onto your knees. We're going to come into a sideline position, so great work with that core. So you have several options. You can come up onto your forearm with your knees down, or if that's hurting your neck, you can lay all the way down and lay on top of your arm. So what we're just going to start doing is arm circles. So palm is facing the back of you, and you're going to start with these nice big arm circles. Just warming up that rotator cuff. And make sure you're going, again, very slowly. Pilates is all about those tiny little movements here. Working those local muscles, a little different than what you do at the gym with bigger weights. Cool. You're going to hold it at the top, so it's all the way to the ceiling. You're slowly going to resist the air to come back down to parallel with your body. Slowly bring it up here. So try to go as slow as you can. Feel like you're resisting that air on the way down here. So again, tiny movements here, just doing some toning for your arms. I feel like we often neglect our arms when we do at-home workouts if we have no props.
Totally.
I love your new shorts.
Oh, thank you. It's nice for today. It's so hot today outside.
I know, I'm going to take my dog to the park later. Make sure everyone wears a mask.
Yeah, definitely.
On this next one, let's hold our arm all the way down, and we're going to go for that tricep press. So just bend at the elbow and press down with the forearm. So here you should really feel a lot of resistance in the upper arm, pressing down against your hip. Good. 4 more like this, and then we'll alternate doing one like this, and then one same press, but facing the other way. So it'll look like this. So it'll go one leg to the side, one to the front, one to the side, and one to the front. Just really resisting that air here. You should feel the back of your arm start to really light up.
I definitely do.
Good. We have 4 more like this. Try to keep that arm glued to your side for 3, for 2, and last one. Go ahead and roll out that shoulder, give it a little break. Then go ahead and either tent your front hand in front of you or come bring it to your hip. Bottom leg should be at 90 degrees, just like Tiff here. And you're going to take that top leg, bring it to 90, and press it out. So now we're going to target those glutes here. So you're bending your knee into 90 degrees and then kicking all the way out. And again, if this is hurting your neck, just turn and look to the ground. Or you can always lay back down and still get that same glute work. Whatever feels good for you. So you should really start to feel your glute fire up here. Really moving nice and slow. Again, if you move too quickly, you're not going to feel those local muscles. We have 3 more like this. Keeping that bottom ab also nice and tight, that you're not just slouching, that you're holding yourself up. For 2. And on 1, let's hold that leg all the way out straight. You're just going to go up an inch and down. So going up and down, holding that nice and tight. You can either flex your foot or you can point it, whatever feels good for you. Starting to feel it in your butt?
I do.
Nice.
I love this exercise though.
I know, I love this one. And you can do this anywhere.
Anywhere.
Do it on your bed.
I know, sometimes I do it when I'm watching TV.
We have 4 more like this. For 3. For 2. And 1, we're just gonna burn it out with these tiny circles here. Nice. Really getting into that outer glute. Holding your leg nice and tight. For 4. For 3. 2. 1. Last little thing we do, bring both heels together. If you want an extra challenge, take your bottom leg off of the ground and you just open and close. Really burning out here, getting that clamshell work in. Nice. Less than 10 of these and then we'll get a nice stretch. Stretching out that glute and hamstring. Good. 6 more to go here. Nice and slow, opening and closing. Option to bring that bottom leg even higher if you want more challenge. We have 3. For 2. And 1. Good job. Go ahead, lay on your back. Take that top leg that you just worked, put it over your other knee, and just pull that knee in to stretch out. A nice release here. So we're lengthening the muscles as well as working them. A nice inhale. And exhale it out. Whew, good job. I'm going to pass it to you, Tiff, before we do the other side.
Awesome. So we're going to get into some ab work right now. So keep yourself lying down on the mat. Again, if you need some padding, I have my mat padded. Make sure you're comfortable. Find that nice neutral spine. So you want to make sure you have a slight space underneath your lower back to fit a little blueberry. And a way to check in with that is to also check your hip bones and your pubic bone are on a flat surface. Just go ahead and bring your hands behind your head, cradling your neck, so keeping your head nice and heavy. Your feet will be in mountain shape position. Let's just go ahead and find some ab curls. So just nod and curl chin to chest. Just a basic ab curl. You want to keep your elbows nice and wide, but still in peripheral vision. So you'll just keep them out so you can still see them. Your scapula is nice and stabilized on your ribcage. Let's go for 6. Try to really find this movement coming in, articulating through your cervical spine. So you want to nod chin to chest first before you come up. You don't want to use momentum. So nod chin to chest and then use those abs to pull yourself up. Let's go for 3 more. Last 2. 1. Let's hold here. Let's start to add those toe taps. You can either keep your hip here or bring it down. Keeping it up, let's bring it right leg to tabletop. And then point that toe, bring it down to meet the floor. Let's bring it left leg to tabletop and bring it down. So one at a time, we'll just find these toe taps, really turning on those lower abs. Try to see if you can come up even higher if you're lifted, nodding your chin to chest. And you want to make sure you keep your pelvis nice and neutral. Nice and level, keeping that neutral spine. Again, checking in to make sure you have a little tiny space underneath your back. Maybe your legs will start to switch halfway in the middle. So not one of them is always touching the floor. Let's go for 5. Try to see if you can curl up 1 inch higher. We have 4. 3. 2. On 1, let's go ahead and bring both legs to tabletop. Glue them together. I want you to find the engagement in between your inner thighs, those adductors. Really glue them together and then start to drop both toes down for a double toe tap and bring it up to tabletop. Let's go for 6. We have 5. 4. Last 3. Your abs should be on fire. For 2. Last 1. Go ahead and bring those knees in. Hug those knees in. Rock side to side on your back. Just for a little massage. Next, we're going to go into some coordination. So bring your legs back down to the mountain shape for now. Your hands will be by your side. Let's go ahead. So coordination is 3 different parts. So we're going to nod our chin to chest, like so. Our hands are going to be up here, sorry, pointing towards the ceiling. So nod chin to chest. Hands will come down, your feet are in tabletop. So to start. Nodding chin to chest, hands come down, and your feet will come up to 45 degrees. You'll bring them back in, and your fingers will point towards the ceiling, and your head will come back down. So make sure you're looking up. I just had to guide you through it, but you don't want to be looking at the screen as you do this. So your head will be gazing towards the ceiling, nod chin to chest, find that flexion, hands come down to the side, hovering, and then feet come out. Open those legs out to about just over hip width distance. Bring them back in together to touch. Bring those knees back in. Fingers come pointing towards the ceiling, and then head back down. Let's just do this 5 times. So nod and curl. Keep that breath work going. Opening and closing those legs. And down. The head up, hands down. Keeping that nice open chest. You don't want to be shrugging your shoulders forward. So also thinking about a lot of balance too. A lot of coordination for a Saturday morning. Let's go for 2 more. Try to see if you can curl it even higher if possible. And last one. Hold your legs out. Let's just do tiny circles on both sides. For 5, 4, 3. Keep those hips level. 2, 1. Reverse the circles. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those knees back into tabletop. Fingers go up. Head comes down. Good work, everyone. So now we just have a few more things to go here. So we're going to get into some corkscrew. So a lot of you might have been opening wine bottles while in quarantine. I don't blame you. We're going to do a different type of corkscrew today. So keeping your hands down by your side, we're going to activate those triceps and back chain in your arms, which we did in the movement with Liz just before. So keeping those hands here, we're going to bring our feet to a 90-degree angle. We're going to really work those abs. So you can keep your hands here, or you can keep them underneath your butt, whatever works for you today. But the full expression is you're going to lift the right butt up, find that parallel motion with your legs to the floor, and then you're going to come and bring those legs down, articulating through that spine. Your right hip will come back down. So again, I'll show you again. We're going to lift that butt cheek off, left butt cheek off, find that rotation, so you're working those obliques, circle around like a corkscrew, articulate to the spine, and then come back down. If this is too much for you, you could always bring your legs up to 90 degrees and do the rotation here, like Liz is doing. But you want to keep those hips nice and level. And again, if this is too much, a soft bend to the knee is great too. For any friends that might have any like spine issues, I recommend just keeping your legs down here, keeping yourself nice and neutral. Maybe just do a single leg. You're still finding that balance. You know, you don't want your hips dipping from either side. You're still keeping that pelvis nice and neutral. So let's just go for 3. Whichever option you decide to take. If you do want to do the challenge today, let's give it a try. So activating this back chain of the arms, lift that left hip off, circle yourself up, and then slowly articulating through back down. Let's go for 2 more. Whew, everyone feels one. How are you feeling, Liz?
It's good. It's very challenging.
It's so challenging. Last one. Whew, nice. Hug those knees in. We just have one more variation here before I pass it over to Liz. We're going to go into some windshield wipers. So similar movement to what we're doing right now, but let's go ahead and bring our hands out to a T position so you have more basic support. Your legs will come up to a 90-degree angle, or if you need to, you can always bring your legs down to a tabletop as well. But full expression, 90-degree angle. I'm about to hit the plant, but you're going to bring your right hip lift off. You're going to rotate the side using those obliques, pressing into those back chain of the arms, and then come back down. So you don't have to come all the way down to the floor. Just find whatever range of motion works for you. So as you breathe in, really putting those legs out and really grazing against that plant here. If you can't see what I'm doing, I'm going to turn so you have a better view. Your palms will be up to a T here. Legs will be at 90. Let's go ahead and find external rotation to find more adductor work. So bring the heels together. Your feet will be at external rotation. Bring those legs down. And out. Breathing out as we bring the legs back to midline. Let's go for 3. Working those abs. Finding the engagement of the thighs. For 2. And final 1. Woo. Nice job, everyone. Over to you, Liz.
Awesome. I'm very tired. So we're going to come back onto the other side. So we're going to start with the whatever forearm you were on earlier. We're going to switch it. So I'm going to come onto my right forearm, onto my sideline, and we're just going to start with those nice arm circles again. So slowly, you know, bringing your arm up, just rolling out the left side or the opposite side rotator cuff. So think of your palm is behind you as you come forward. Then you move it so it presses down to your side. And then again, keep switching like this. Just starting to opening it up. Getting a little break from Tiff's very hard sequence.
I'm sweating from that, actually.
I know, I'm pretty warm too. I should open a window. All right, we'll do like a few more. And then we're going to go to that same long lever press here. So bring that arm up to 90 degrees. Palm should be facing your legs, slowly coming down, resisting that air here. We want to go really nice and slow, using that arm to create some weight. Again, we want to do these tiny movements, toning our arms here. If you go too quickly like this, you're not going to feel much, so you really want to slow down and go nice and slow. Can you feel that resistance here?
I do.
Nice.
I feel kind of like wading through water.
Yeah, kind of like that. You're creating that sensation for yourself. So you have 3 more like this. For 2, and then we're going to go to that forearm press. And when you're going to bring it all the way down by your side, slowly bring that palm facing the sky and down. So you're going to go pressing to the side of your body, getting into that bicep and the back of your arm here, really isolating, going nice and slow. And again, if this is hurting your neck, just look at the ground. And you always have the option to lay down and do this by your side. So you have several options. It'll still work your arm. Just depends how your neck and your upper body is feeling today. We'll do about a few more of these, and then we're going to go into that same side and front movement. We're going to combine. So we're going to do one on the side. You're going to flip your palm facing backwards, do one to the front. My puppy's starting to wake up.
Aww.
I know, I feel like with this work from home, it's like Nellie will interrupt your session or Bleeker will interrupt mine.
Seriously. That's a nice sleep-in for Bleeker.
Sorry.
That's a nice sleep-in.
She's pretty well. Like, she's sleeping through the night, which is good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It's like having a baby.
Alright, so we're going to do 4 more like this. For 3. For 2. And on 1, you can go ahead and rest it. Just give yourself a little roll. And then we're going to go into that same butt work. So go ahead and take that top leg 90 degrees, and then you're just going to press it out. So getting into that butt here. And again, if it's hurting, just feel free to lift down at your arm or lay back down on the ground. Kicking that leg out, feel free to flex the foot or point it. And make sure you're holding yourself up with that downside oblique, because you don't want to be collapsing it to the ground. You want to be holding yourself up nicely, working your full body here. Just kicking out and in. Again, this is one of our favorites. Just really gets the butt, gets the hamstring. Feels really nice on the body.
Mm-hmm.
We have a few more like this. For 4. For 3. For 2. And 1, you're going to hold it out straight. We're just going to go up an inch and down. So going up and down, burning out that butt here. So yeah, we have some old JT, some new JT.
I love it.
A little bit of everything.
Ages.
I know. I can't believe it's already May.
It's so crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Like, where has the year gone?
I know. Almost half the year. We'll do 3 more like this. Really controlling with that glute. For 2. And when you're going to fold it up and do tiny circles, you can again point that toe, or you can flex the foot, pretend you're painting that wall. Tiny little circles here getting into that glute. Nice. We have 3 more like this. For 2. And then one last thing we do, we take both legs together, you just open and close with that clamshell. Burning out that left side, or other side, whatever side you're on. I'm so excited for your class tomorrow, Tiff.
Oh yeah, tomorrow, same time, same place, 11:30, and I'm teaching with Paige, who's also in our NYP Pilates instructor training class.
Yeah, Paige is so awesome. I can't wait.
I know, it's going to be a hard class. She's so strong.
All right, guys, just 3 more like this. For 2. Last one here. Go ahead, lay back on your back. Take that top leg over your knee. Just pull on that leg. Taking a nice inhale. Exhale it all out. Go ahead, bring it in a little closer. You want to lengthen those muscles, not just, strengthen them up. Pilates is about all that. And once you feel good, I'll turn it over to Tiff.
Awesome. Good work, everyone. We're almost done. It's like a home stretch. So we're going to get into some sideline work here. So keeping yourself on the same side you're on. We're just going to do some V-ups. So you can either keep yourself on your forearm. Your leg could stay at a 90-degree angle, as we were doing a sideline footwork before. You can go ahead and bring that the left arm up, or the right arm, depending on what side you're lying on, up, and then your leg will come up too. And we're just going to bring them to meet and bring everything up. So finding legs, really working that oblique, making sure you keep your hips nice and stacked as you do this. So bring them to meet and up and meet and up. For those that want an extra challenge, you can come up onto your forearm, onto your hand, and onto your leg, onto your shin, and do it this way too. So finding legs, and then you're going to crunch in. So it's kind of like an oblique workout here, but you're also getting some arm stabilization. Let's go for 5. 4, you'll feel it in your glutes as well. For 3. And 2. Last one. Hold it here. Now, if you want, you can stay in this position or come down onto your forearms. So you're going to get into some plank work. So you can keep yourself both legs supported, or you can come up to the full side plank. However, this is the movement. It's a fun roly-poly movement I took in one of my instructor's classes, Cassandra's classes the other week. It's really, really fun. So we're going to go up. If you know how to thread the needle, so your hand will be up to the ceiling. It's almost like you're threading the needle, but instead you're going to plant that hand down, and you're going to roll yourself over. And you'll be facing the other side. Roll, bring that hand back down, and then bring the other opposite hand up to the ceiling. You're really doing this with intention, so pressing that forearm down to the floor, twisting yourself over, opening up to the other side, gazing up towards your pointed fingers towards the ceiling, rotating back around, keeping those ribs drawn in, belly button drawn to spine, really engaged, abs, bring that in. Doing this with intention, finding length through the tip of your head to your toes. Let's go for 3. Last 2. And we have 1 more. And we're just going to do the same movement we did on the other side. So I'm going to turn to face you, but you can stay where you are. So you want to make sure you can either do the V-ups on this way, your forearm will be on the ground, your legs can be supported, both legs down, or you can come like how Liz has it, or you can come up onto your legs and your wrists, and then find that oblique crunch. So really crunching yourself up, kind of slicing through the air, finding that work on the sideline of your body. Let's go for 6. 5. 4, making sure you keep a soft bend in the elbow. You don't want to hyperextend. Just 3. This is 2. And 1. And we are all done. Liz, over to you.
Awesome. Last thing we're going to do today is just a little plank series and we're all set. So go ahead and start. You can either do your forearms or up on your hands. I'm going to start on my hands to start. And we're just going to hold. Make sure you're in a good plank position, getting your butt nice and down low. You want your shoulders stacked right over your wrists. And from here, we're just going to kick forward and backwards just to light up our upper abs. And again, you can do this on your forearms as well if that feels better. So just rocking forward and backwards. Both are just as hard. When you're on your forearms, it'll be a little harder on your abs. Just tucking that butt nice and low, going forward and backwards. We have 4 more like this. For 3, for 2, and 1. And if you're not already on your hands, come back up. We're going to do some shoulder taps here. So take your right hand, tap your left shoulder, left hand tap your right shoulder, right hand tap your left shoulder, left hand tap your right, and just keep alternating like this, making sure you're dropping that hip, not coming up like mine. So try to keep that hip nice and low, core is engaged. You have 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Last thing we're going to do is just hold this plank nice and low, drop those hips. We're going to go for 10 seconds, for 10, 9, 8. See if you can kind of put some more strength into your abs, lowering that butt, keeping your shoulders nice and broad. For 4, final 3 right here, guys. See if you can stay strong. For 2, 1. Go ahead, drop to those knees. Let's release into a nice child's pose here.
That was great, Liz.
Woo! Taking a nice inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Awesome. We're just going to finish with some nice stretches. Woo, that was really good.
That was so good.
Go ahead and take your right knee up. So your right foot is on the floor, left knee is still down, and just kind of hinge forward to get into that hip flexor. Yeah, I'm definitely warm.
Me too. It's so nice. I like our routine. Saturday mornings.
Yes. Then go ahead and drop that left hand, open up to the right side. Nice and open. Bring that hand down. Let's go ahead and swap out our legs. Left foot comes up. Just hinge forward. And we take that right hand down. Open up to the left side.
This is a great song to end with.
I know. I don't even know.
It's almost like you planned it, Liz.
I know. I don't think I actually did. All right. Any other stretches we should do, Tiff?
While we're in this position, let's go ahead and stretch your hamstring out. Cool. So just go ahead and bring that leg, the toes pointing towards the ceiling, making sure your hips are nice and shining forward. Just give your press a little bit down on your quad. Just a little bit of pressure. Feel that stretch down your calves and your hamstring.
I was just looking through to see who joined. I saw 2 of my coworkers joined.
Oh yeah, that's so nice. Let's go ahead and find that pigeon 4 while we're on this leg. So left leg will cross in front and just stretch out that hip flexor. You can stay up on your hands or maybe you come down to your forearms to find a deeper stretch in that hip. Opening it out. Try to see if you can bring that glute closer to the floor. Finding the activation of that booty. Slowly unravel. And let's come up and do that hamstring stretch on the other side. So your right foot will be up, nice and straight in front of you. Toes pointed towards the ceiling. Just go ahead and press down nice and even. Keep the abs drawn in to protect the lower back. Just press through a little bit of pressure. Finding that nice stretch. Then let's go down to that pigeon 4. So crossing that leg over in front of you. Bring that out. Stretch through that hip flexor and the right butt cheek. Awesome. Slowly come on up. And my friends, you are done for today.
Yay. Thank you everyone so much for joining.
Thanks so much for joining.
It's a free class, but if you're interested in donating and if you're able to, New York Cares is a really great cause. So encourage everyone to
donate. Yeah, they are the biggest volunteer service in New York. I'm a volunteer of them. You can donate through Liz or my stories to the donate button, or you can Venmo me. I am Tiffany Logue, and we'll get the donations over to them. So thank you everyone for joining. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to send us a message. If you have any things you want to work on for next time, let us know so we can incorporate those into our moves as well.
Yeah, send us requests. We'd love to hear that.
Yay. Thank you guys. Stay safe. Be well. We're on like day 47 or something, but who's counting, right?
I know, right? Bye, guys.
Bye, friends.